What's up, guys? Andres here from the Strong Family Money Show. Thanks for stopping by. So I have 3 tips for this week. So tip number 1, we'll see how quick we can make this. So it should be quick tips, right? You need to have an outlet for your stress and aggression, right? I played soccer as competitively as I could for as long as I could. We'd practice and we'd have a team and we want to win, and it was fun to work hard to achieve something, right? And so that let me get out my competitive aggression. It was a stress relief because it was very physical. You can argue that, something like going for walks or bird watching or woodworking, yes, that's a good outlet for like mental, thinking and de-stressing, right? But I believe that as a man, you have to have an avenue to express physical aggression that is productive, right? So for myself, because of time constraints and all that would have to go into me returning to, and there are older leagues for soccer in my area, but in order to do so, it would require a lot of scheduling conflicts for the family. So what I've chosen to do is to use the gym as an outlet for my physical aggression, right? You get upset, right? You need to blow off some steam, right? For me, that's what the gym is for, right? So it keeps you sane because, you're able to physically express everything you've built up for however many trips to the gym you have, right? It takes the edge off. I can feel emotionally, how different I am when I go to the gym and when I don't go to the gym. So I have 2 boys, and we were talking last night actually about my daughter. My daughter at like 8 years old would go out in the backyard and she'd just run laps back and forth, right? And we were having some energy issues with my 2 boys. So we'd send them outside, right? Go out and run around or go out and jump off whatever. And we were talking about how my daughter would do that, run back and forth when she was younger, and she's 12 now, and she says, well, I would do that because at that age you have just energy that you don't know what to do with. So she would go outside and run, right? So that really doesn't go away, right? So if I don't go to the gym, I have something eating at me or burning inside of me, and it's hard to contain, and it bubbles up in non-productive ways. And so going to the gym gives me an opportunity to blow off that steam. That's basically why at least when I was a kid, they give kids recess, right? And they have them spaced out throughout the day to have the kids go outside and run around and blow off their steam that gets collected during the day. And when I was a kid, you'd get there before school started, and they wouldn't let you in the classroom. You'd have to go out and before school started and play, right? Run around and get sweaty before you came inside, because they want to make sure, and I don't know if that's done still today. They want to make sure when you get inside and start learning, you have all your physical energy burned off, so you're able to sit down and concentrate on what you're doing. And what also happens when you do something physical like this, especially if you go for something like going to the gym and really want to make progress in the gym, it also teaches you discipline. So it's like a little side benefit. Being able to keep a schedule, go to some place at a certain time, do certain things, make progress on certain goals. It teaches you discipline. So have an outlet for aggression. Number 2, so if you're my age and you have not been physically active, and at some point you were, there is no reason why what you did when you were younger would not work. There are caveats to some extent, time and right now. So let's say, you're 43 years old. You are need to get in shape, or you need to get healthier. And when you were in high school, you had this, football weight training program that you used to do when you were playing football. Instead of trying to reinvent the wheel or do the latest and greatest or whatever comes on TV, there's no reason why that old program, you can't go into the, garage and dust off that old notebook and use that old program, at least to start, right? You know that it worked, right? You have anecdotal evidence that when you did it when you were younger, you got stronger, right? So that means it worked. So there's no reason why it wouldn't work now, right? You won't be able to pick up where you left off. You might have to start back where you started when you were, 13, 14 years old, right? But there's no reason why it wouldn't work, right? So plus it's easy, right? You just go. You already have it laid out. You already know what you did and actually it may be easier because you can say, I really didn't like this part, but I really love this part, so I'll do less of this and more of this. But at least you have the framework to start, right? So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just pick up your notebook. This is what I did back in 1992, right? So I'm going to do it now because there's no reason why it's not going to work, right? So third, you want to teach your kids about money. And when I mean teach my kids about money, you really want to physically show them, right, all the bills and all the coins, right, what they mean, what they do, because so when we go out, right, I don't carry any cash, right? I have it on my phone, or I have my card with me, right? So aside from whatever they learn in school about, making change and that stuff like that, kids may not, or go long periods of time without seeing any physical money, right? So they just think that, right, it's on the card, do it, right? On the phone, do it, right? Order it online, just click it, right? So you want to make sure that they understand that money is a real thing, right? And teaching them how to make change, just as a little pet peeve, right? Yes, teach your kids how to make change, because at some point they'll have to give change to somebody and they want them to know how to do it, right? And if they go to, the worst thing is when there's like something wrong with the register at a place, like a store, and the clerk doesn't know how to, is like lost without the, cash register. That's like the worst thing ever. So anyway, teach your kids about money because they may not see it, right? Everything's digital on the card. They may not see money. And it's important for them to know that it's a real thing. And most importantly, you want them to know that it's a finite resource, right? Mom and dad, right? This is money. This we have to work for. We only have so much. It isn't like make believe where you just keep swiping your card and you always have it, right? You want to make sure they know that at some point we could run out, right? And we should be wise on what we spend it on, and you have to go out and make more if you want more. So teach your kids about money, show it to them, let them touch it, right? Wash your hands after, right? And show them how to make change, and make sure they understand that, there's only so much of it, and it could run out and you shouldn't waste it. So anyway, those are my 3 tips for this week. Click down below in the description or someplace that'll take you to my description to get my 2 free ebooks. If you are if you are a health professional, like a trainer or a dietitian or something like that, if you help families in times of need, I have an interview intake form on my website. If you want to share your information or your story with everybody, I'd appreciate it. This is Andres from the Strong Family Money Show. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.